your creativity. It's an illusion to think you could explore everything anyway. You might have boundaries, but you're free to explore anything within those boundaries. When it comes to design, focus is quintessential. Focus is what drives every designer's potential, directing them to their one true calling. Every great designer begins with a better story. Stories are what creates better imaginations and better objectives. So here we are, gathered to witness the stories of young minds from the Department of Integrated Design at the University of Moratuwa.
Good evening, everyone. Esteemed Chief Guest, Professor Nima De Silva, Dean, Faculty of Architecture, Professor Yasandika Santanayaka, Head of Department, Ms. Melanie Disanayaka, President of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, Mr. Nuwan Kamage, valued guest invitees, and my dear brothers and sisters. We welcome you all to launch of the Threaded Elegance Culture Code 2022 in line with Design Code 2022.
Design Code is an open invitation that strives to make design as an academic discipline more accessible and more widely known. Design is a legitimate line of study and profession. One must not be clouded with abstractions and misunderstandings when it comes to design, because the series of design-related forums and workshops we have within this week seek to bring together creatives, researchers, practitioners, and enthusiasts of design to connect the local community with a true understanding of what design really is. Design to us, as our story, was reinvented by the Department of Integrated Design at the University of Moratuwa, where it became one of its own, a tangible field of study that we can truly understand. Throughout an expansive 4 years' time, the department produces well-rounded, focused young individuals for a relentlessly competitive world of work. Let's have a look at what we do as the Department of Integrated Design.
My story. My story.
My story. Our story begins at the University of Moratuwa, where we learned the culture of pioneering for the betterment of myself and my society. A culture of entrepreneurship, not just of technicality, but for the people around us. The foundation level began with a sort of mysticism, taking us back to the days of our ancestors, reinterpreting and logically reimagining to understand ideas of systems and processes.
And then finding how these ancient practices, our history, lives within our contemporary society.
With this knowledge, we start studying the human, myself, and others under the microscope. How my body works, how I think, and how does all this behave parallel to each other in the space.
Adjoining traditional craft, redefined this year as Culture Code, puts all these diverse aspects that was gained into practice.
The context we live is what inspires us towards a sustainable outcome.
Looking at it in a national level, a traditional craft and its current socio-economic status is used as a framework. Then we find ourselves at crossroads.
Intriguing ones.
Deciding a path from 3 different choices.
Ideas of our everyday society, which creates a flux, telling us what to buy, what to do, whom to what. All this way of thinking behind the thoughts is offered by the field of media and communication.
Fashion and lifestyle design is not just about everyday clothing, but a comprehensive, holistic idea letting the everyday person wear and live their dreams and passions.
A vast range of subject areas comes under the umbrella of product design. From the thickness of a teacup to the aerodynamics of a car, the thinking, production and to its selling of everyday products for everyone is learnt here. Today, I know I've become the most versatile, the best version of myself. The Department of Integrated Design guided me through a process of knowing our roots, our society, our people, and myself, all in a new perspective.
I now cordially invite Head of Department, Ms. Melanie Disanayake, to address the gathering.
A very good evening to all of you. Chief guest, Professor Nimal De Silva, Dean of the Faculty of Architecture, Professor Asangika Sandanayaka, invited guests, staff members, past students, and all other invitees. Design Code 2022 is based on the theme Focused Design and is organized as a common platform for different events. The event began in 2017 as a Sri Lanka Design Code, a design educational exhibition with the goal of highlighting the talents of undergraduate students. And through the exhibition following the Design Code, we are showcasing the talents of undergraduates of our department who are paving their path to become innovative designers in the near future. As the main part of the exhibition, we present to you the Culture Code, a design project assigned for the Level 2 students of the department, which aims at leading the students into practicing problem-solving methods in a realistic setting. The project has been designed in such a way that public awareness of the potential green material plays an important part in targeting not only eco-friendly luxury and export markets, but also the local tourist markets and niches in the local context. The students were able to come up with innovative design ideas, and some of our students' most remarkable creations are proudly displayed today. Aside from that, we are also showcasing the works of our Level 3 students from the packaging project, completed in partnership with the Export Development Board, as well as some of the most outstanding projects completed by our graduating batch for their comprehensive design project. We would like to express our appreciation to everyone who has come to witness our students' talents today, and truly hope that everyone would enjoy students' amazing efforts and appreciate the innovative design perspectives of our young undergraduates who will be the pioneers of the design field in future Sri Lanka. Thank you very much. Hope everybody will enjoy the exhibition.
There are great minds among us whose names are synonymous with a wave of innovative change. Professor Nimal De Silva is one such personality, the founding father of the integrated design course at the Faculty of Architecture, without whom such a day as today would not be possible.
Professor Nimal De Silva is a senior professor in the Faculty of Architecture at the University of Moratuwa. He is also the director of the Center of Heritage and Cultural Studies. Previously, he was also the chairman of the UDA and the chairman of the National Design Center. Professor, we are delighted to have you grace this occasion. We graciously invite you to the forefront to speak a few words to the gathering.
Dean of the Faculty of Architecture, Head of the Department, academic staff, students, friends. I'm very happy to be here because what we really wanted to see that, my main idea was to see that, we have faculty of design, not the department of design, to get into, because that is one field that really can help the people, help the country, and will have a very good future in sense. At the same time, I always see that, whatever we do in this country, we must think of modernity, but tradition to modernity. Not to copy what is happening in other part of the world. Not, we must be innovative in such a way that that's our creation. It's Sri Lankan creation for international, whatever the market or whatever thing that we are talking about. Because I can say one thing, once I was in Bombay, from my hotel down I found modern art exhibition. So I just went there, like same way, you have to pay more, but I also went as one of the Indians and looked at super modern art. Excellent, right? But only an Indian can draw that, nobody else. It's really modern, but it's Indian. That is something that we had to really think of because this country was on a very high level from ancient times. I give another example. I had the opportunity of studying world maps, historic world maps displayed in Vatican Museum. So in that, every map, they have drawn, there's one map that long from here to there, thin, say, world start from Ireland ending up at Taprabane. That's the map, right? And say, India is about this much, Sri Lanka is about that much. In all maps, because we were so popular and interested, people knew Sri Lanka as big country, comparing to India, because that is the trade that went in. I think that international idea or the expression that they had, we must continue. Sri Lanka should be on top of the line. Even though we are small, it doesn't matter. Our creativity is such that when, say, in 3rd century BC, when Buddhism was introduced, we didn't have the burn brick technology. We had Matibichi, right? Thapabichi, but after introducing, within 100 years, we built tallest brick structures in the world. That is the innovation. Whatever thing that we got, I think design also should go with whatever we do with the tradition, with the culture, with nature, and how best that we can really serve. I'll give another small katandare. There's a book called Vishnu Dharmottara Purana, written in the 9th century. They talk about communication, right? The 9th century. They say when people, evolution of man, they communicate with gesticulation and noise. That noise became, say, sound. Then it brought in some kind of rhythm, a system. Then it became words to communicate. That words, to discipline that word, they introduce what you call grammar. When grammar is introduced, it becomes poetic. Then they, verbal, gradually, pictorially, they started communicating in writing. all our Brahmi, every civilization, original letters were pictorial letters to communicate. That is how the letters came in. Say, even Brahmi, K means cross, C sound, right? Na means navel, it's a ship. Ya means yacht, yatra. You know, the same, it goes from every, that's a pictorial formation. And then they start literature, you know, the songs. When songs are there, you can sing. When you start singing, your expression is there, and say, you can't just, and music started, right? To singing, you have to have background music. When the music is there, you can't just stay, you express yourself with dance, right? When the dance is there, it comes and goes. So they thought of writing, drawing. Then the drawing started. From drawing, say, it's 2 dimension. They made it 3 dimension. The sculpture came in. From sculpture, it came into architecture, right? That is why, say, it's called, architecture is called mother of all arts, which came at ultimate peak is that. So, you know, in the past, in the tradition, a lot of things that we can learn. So, I think everybody should read and try to learn something. It's not to copy things, but to innovate things. But you can see everything happening in the world. You can inspire, right? Because everything should be designed out of something. Nothing can be designed out of nothing. Something කියන එක තමයි හොයාගන්න ඕන හරියට. Then you create something really good, our Sri Lankan, and I wish all the best, all the activities of the department. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor, for those inspiring words. Following an eventful week of insightful forums and workshop sessions, today, the fruits borne by work we do will soon be revealed in the form of colorful student-run exhibition.
The centerpiece of it all will be Threaded Elegance 2022, the Culture Code design project of Level 2 students. Culture Code is a design project that aligns with the university's National Development Project Scheme. It focuses on empathizing with and strengthening local craft communities, diverting our focus to abundant yet underutilized green materials and contributing to the natural and ethical product sector of Sri Lanka. Threaded Elegance 2022 pinpoints the vast potential of the natural agave and banana fibers.
Needless to say, Culture Code is truly one of the most unique projects our department offers. Why don't we ask a couple of Level 2 students themselves to share their first-hand experience and insights? So, Moksha, Linoja, and Venuri. Yeah. How would you describe your experience with Threaded Elegance 2022?
Thank you, Vidasha. So the project is started basically as a theoretical project. The Culture Code, as the name obviously suggests, was a look into different heights of different cultures. In this specific case, material culture and cultural basis of selected communities. The gist of the project was to decode the values and depth of a certain community and pretty much encode it with modern and sustainable perspectives. The first 2 months of the project went kinda in a slumber. 1, because we were just recovering from the COVID rush, and 2, being our first year had gone on online and we were just getting up to the speed. The first material we were given were assigned as agave or hana, which was kind of like an unfamiliar material to the market and production. So we discussed availability. We were given banana as a supporting material, and the first few field visits, we could call them pilot experiences because we had closer to zero idea what we were doing. So, but with this field visit, we did get insight to the potential of the natural fibers and current challenges and existing productions.
So we also had a continuous research going on where we found out that there were even local luxury brands based on these materials that we were given. So this is where we found out that these people sell their product at a premium price. Okay, that is beyond what they get as craftsmen. So this is where we understood that the designers, as designers, we could also come up with something with these materials that could tap into the local and even foreign high-end market.
By this time, the project had finally been starting to feel viable, and we were putting weight towards making our concept and the ideation part. And we looked into the problems and opportunities that lay with the selected context and communities, with an intricately focused empathizing of the said communities. Meanwhile, we were experimenting with the materials and searching the extent of the unutilized potentials. And different students were testing and started developing their concepts, their ideations, inspired by existing products and concepts. And they were adding modern perspectives, innovative and creative ideas, and unique personal touches. Every step was being documented and journalized. Okay.
Once that was done, now we had a clear-cut idea what was going on, what the material is about. Now we went into the market research where we tried to find out what are the existing products in this material and what are the other options that we could go for with the material.
Yeah, so then was the most interesting part of the project, which was designing our product and developing prototypes. So this was an individual task, but it involved a lot of brainstorming sessions and group discussions. And from extremely crazy ideas that we had, which seemed like never possible, and there were some ideas that seemed highly possible. So from all these ideas, we collected a complex web of ideas, which rooted from all the insights we had already built up. With each stage of developing the product, we got tutored from our lecturers as well as external tutors, and we got tutored individually as well as groups, and all of these helped to bring out our design capabilities into our final outcome. So the prototypes were checked with the target markets and real-world insights were taken. This helped much develop the products in the best way possible, and the student worked with the craftsmen all day and night to manufacture the products. And this helped the craftsmen to widen their perspective on the product possibilities as well from the knowledge that they had already had about the materials available. With continuous design process applied, the products reached an acceptable level where they could be gracing the shelf of designer stores. But the process of improvement is of course there. It continues according to the design process. And then the most stressful and yet most exciting and dramatic parts were the interim critiques, where our progress was checked. There were so many panels and prototypes involved, and sleep was a luxury for all of us those days. And a lot of tears and consolations were there as well. And what matters is that we all stick together in the whole process.
So in this process, we came up with so many successful projects where we believe that the craftsmen could increase their scope as well and would definitely help them to uplift their lifestyle as well. So this is Culture Code 2022, Threaded Elegance, an experience we went through as a batch together. Over to
you. Thank you, girls, for your insight. Alongside the celebration of local craftsmanship, another item that will be showcased is the export packaging project initiated by the Level 3 Media and Communication undergraduates in collaboration with the Export Development Board to develop innovative packaging solutions for exports of small and medium enterprises in Sri Lanka. The project was geared towards determining how to implement innovative packaging solutions for selected local brands in global markets in order to differentiate them from competing brands on store shelves. Students' innovative packaging solutions for exports were showcased at the 2022 Pro Food and Pro Pack exhibition at the BMICH, and you will have the luxury of witnessing the same in a matter of minutes.
Another segment that will be showcased today is the comprehensive design projects, commonly known among us as the CDPs, You have witnessed the multifaceted range of projects we at the Department of Integrated Design undertake. Well, the CDPs are the amalgamation of the skills acquired, the lessons learned, and the insights gathered through all prior endeavors. It is the final graduation project by the level 4 students at the department that exhibits the quality of work far beyond the scope of amateur emerging designers. These projects are conducted under specializations of media and communication design, fashion and lifestyle design, and product development design. You will soon witness some of the best work of the latest CTPs hosted by the batch of 17.
With regard to the Culture Code project, it is the expertise and the dedication of unseen names and faces that keep dwindling authentic artistry alive. Introducing the craftspersons who dedicated their invaluable time to enlighten us about the materials, trained us with their craft, instilled us with decades of experience, and welcomed out-of-the-box design interventions with open arms. It is with immense gratitude that we celebrate the spirit of craftsmanship with the presence of a very few among the many who are deeply involved in our design process. Unfortunately, due to traffic and other concerns, we only have a very few of the many that helped us today, and we would like to present them with a token of our appreciation.
We would like to invite Professor Nimal De Silva to distribute certificates of appreciation among the skilled community. W.A. Ramani. M.A. Priyanthi Udayakumari.
That will be all, sir. Thank you. As young undergraduates who are the pioneers of innovative and focused design in the future, we are proud to exhibit our designs in front of you today. We are grateful for your presence and for your keen interest. With that being said, it is now time to unravel what we have all been anticipating. We invite all of you to the exhibition floor to witness the remarkable moments of our journey as young designers.
We wish everyone a pleasant and insightful evening. Thank you.